I found this token. Any idea what it does?
Ah, that is a jukebox token. Little bastards turn up in the weirdest places, like bad pennies. The Rangers use them to activate an old object of power.
A jukebox, I assume. Does it have any good songs?
Nope, just the one record. Hey, be careful turning it on, though. When it's playing, you get a free trip to the formation.
The formation?
When it's playing, you get a free
ominous.
copyright strike
Why
from
is it
YouTube.
there?
The Bureau has been wondering that for years. I mean, it's just a pile of rocks built by God knows who, but... Well, researchers have confirmed it's in the same threshold as the quarry. Well, no one's ever been able to map a physical route to the formation from maintenance.
So it's in the quarry. You just don't know where.
Pretty much. We only send in annual expeditions to the formation now. Checkups, Salvador calls them. This year's team went in the day the hiss arrived.
Called them. Sorry, he's dead.
Think of it. The song should have brought him back hours ago.
I can go in and take a look.
I'd appreciate that. The jukebox is kept just past the security booth over there. Just put in the token and enjoy the ride.
Okay, let's talk about things though.
What's the deal with BlackRock?
Oh, fuck. Don't get me started on BlackRock. You know, ever since research found out that it blocks paranatural stuff, they have just been parading dangerous materials
What is
in
it?
and out of the fucking quarry. Fucking lab coats, man. Love making my job harder.
Sounds like there's some tension between departments.
Still, at least the quarry's got a good view of the night sky. You know, me and Salvador used to have after-work beers down there.
Okay.
What do you know about Dr. Darling?
About as much as anybody, I guess. Head of research, loves to hear himself talk. All of those science types absolutely do. He's been acting a little bit psycho recently. Although HR told me not to use that word, so...
Everyone thinks finding Darling will lead us to the answers. But if he's completely lost it, then what help could he be? You're security, right? Do you work with Rangers?
Not often. Rangers
Power
are specially
Rangers?
trained
Yes.
in threshold reconnaissance and
All the
ground
time.
zero AWE response. Security is more interested in the dangers inside the Bureau.
They must see some weird stuff out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, every week they are tackling things that were previously unknown to the human experience. Most Rangers, they retire due to cognitive collapse. I looked up the medical definition. Not fun.
How does the Bureau handle thresholds?
Handle might be a bit of an optimistic way to put it. Marshall sends her Rangers in to map them, check growth rates, locate epicenters, take samples, measure stuff, basically.
Sounds like he's done his homework.
Now, down in maintenance, thresholds are used just like any other tool. Lab coats mine black rock from one, maintenance siphons water from another. We use it for pretty much everything, except drinking.
Why don't you drink it? Do I even want to know?
Yeah, a lot of time we find these little chunks in it. It's pretty gross.
I didn't want to know.
Chunks of what?
What do you think of Marshall?
Marshall? Marshall's a fucking badass. Rangers could not ask for a better leader. She's a little, you know, intense, but given the stuff she's seen, I'm not surprised. She does have a bad habit of disappearing, though.
Where does she go?
Last time she vanished, I did some digging into the security logs. I found camera footage of her entering the quarry. She was down there alone for days. Now, typically that's not allowed, but Marshall is kind of above the rules.
I wonder what she finds so interesting in the quarry.
There's definitely stuff in the quarry that we could look at now
I
that
have
we
to
can
go.
float around.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Is this a DLC thing?
I'll be seeing you.
And
Okay.
they said good stock management would never make a difference.
All this stuff is here. So the jukebox is around here somewhere. Oh, we never went in here? America Overnight results. The America Overnight program has operated successfully for over blank years. Originally designed to assist in providing disinformation to the naturally skeptical population of America, it has additionally led to the discovery of numerous AWEs and altered materials by allowing civilians to call in and report their experiences with the paranatural. In fact, America Overnight alerted the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. I don't know what's really long, and redacted in its first year of operation alone. In this report, the investigation sector have cataloged and categorized each episode of America Overnight that has resulted in a successful Bureau investigation in order to help AWE occurrence analysis. The more redacted results of Night Springs have also been cataloged in a separate report. So they did do Night Springs. Oh yeah, the jukebox. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I get the feeling that it's probably some DLC stuff, which I do want to do, of course.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior.
Uh-huh.
An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
Best of luck.
Hey, thanks, man. You too. I'm not leaving right now, though. I'm, staying here. They got, like, a lot of new stuff here.
He's a valuable resource alive, and Pope forbade any physical harm. Of course, if you disagree, you could always go tell her.
No, that's fine. I'm sure we can find a more constructive use of our time.
Is there anything new in here? Those people.
Did you hear that this prisoner they captured is the director's brother?
Brother? And she brought him here? She's gonna get us all killed.
What if she's
Need something?
I still have to talk to him about something?
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once.
Oh, yeah?
The whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My own ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Hepton, Stoll, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all
Like I said, I was going to do the DLC later, and then I just immediately started.
I really don't want the hiss to get him. Could you find him for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay hiss.
Okay.
I have to go.
Me too. You're not the only one who's busy, you know. We're gonna get through this.
All right, let me look at this. I'm not going to do it right now, but... And the 6 pouches worn by Arish's old squad mates. They're down in maintenance, he said. I mean, we'll do it for sure, but let's go and do this. We'll go do this as well after we. So here's my plan. We'll deal with whatever this is. This brother stuff. Then we'll go back to the Panopticon and deal with whatever the fridge is going on. Then we'll go down into the bowels and see if What's-Her-Face is done with the pill that I can take to hopefully not die and go into those the mushroom rooms, the mold rooms. Then after that we'll decide what we want to do. I certainly do want to do all the side things and all the DLCs. It's just a matter of, in what order. Timeline of events. To examine the invasion's timeline of events of possible patterns in his behavior. I can't talk today. I'm losing it. I'm losing control! Establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communications between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer: how did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world, a cross-dimensional destination? Who knows? Who knows? Who can possibly... Oh my god, there's so many things. Speech analysis. You know what? Let's read this one first, I think. Because we've already read the first one. Various behavioral facts. Yeah, we tested stability and corrupted, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Linguistic ability. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities has been observed. What is the purpose of the repeated string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. Speech analysis. If we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed-upon term for their vocalizations, is an effort to express that resonance using human vocal cords and speech. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You want these waves to drag you away. Are we the you the Hiss is referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-Hiss life, wants to join it? To be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possibly the Hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommend, is beyond idiotic. And then that timeline thing, which I've already read. Just want to get this, because we've heard that before. We've seen that before. All right, let's get going. Let's do a quick look-see. Oh, I can't float in here. All right. Let's go talk to Emily.
It's happening. After all these years, Dylan is here. But am I too late?
How is he? I need to know.
He's clearly been affected by the Hiss, but it's different than any other manifestation we've recorded. Maybe what makes you so special is genetic. He was a prime candidate. Or maybe it's Polaris protecting him, something else affecting the situation. I need to run tests. He seems more in control, more present.
I want to see him.
My brother? Or is he?
Of course. Now, Marshall set up an HRA-warded cage to contain him. It's on the upper floor, up the stairs.
Okay, I need to go.
Jesse, be careful.
Is there anything else I can ask her, actually? Do you have any updated questions?
Hi, Jesse.
Hi.
I visited the quarry. What's the plan for all that black rock?
The Bureau has used Blackrock almost exclusively for containment purposes. See, I say, branch out. Instead of boxes, helmets. Instead of blast shields, knives.
Knives?
Yes, knives! So many combat applications. Slicing, stabbing, gouging, or...
Uh-huh.
Sorry. I've been trying to get Darling to explore combat applications for years. Got a little excited.
Wow. I did not expect that from her.
This place is looking good. Arish is making real progress around here.
Right? This place is a fortress. And with him taking care of operations here, I can spend more time analyzing the hiss. I've been attempting to isolate and neutralize the hiss resonance in blood samples, but no luck so far.
So you can't reverse it.
Not yet, but perhaps reversing it is too simple. See, if hiss resonance can rewrite human genetics, then perhaps it's a question of rewriting the hiss resonance. In theory, that could pave the way for custom human genetic alteration.
Uh-huh.
I wonder how often the phrase mad scientist is used around here.
HR would probably have a fit with that one. They don't like if they don't like Psycho.
How is HRA production coming along?
Better than expected. We've already made enough to get people out of a couple safe rooms. They're here, alive, thanks to you. And we never would have lasted this long if you hadn't walked in those doors.
You deserve thanks too, of course.
We got this place up and running together, Emily.
Right. Time
I
to
should
go.
be going. Enjoy your data.
Oh, I will.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
See you when you get back.
How are you?
Hey, pretty good. How about you? Okay. Not good then.
Remember, we got this.
Yeah, we do. Hell yeah, we do. What? What do we got? Over here?
Just when I thought things were stable.
Water there.
Marshall abandons us.
On the floor.
I'm sick of no one telling us what's going
Man, we got like new stuff to read, because this definitely wasn't here before. Pope's promotion. Dr. Darling has personally recommended Ms. Pope for a promotion based on her worth ethic and assistance in advancing many ongoing research matters. See research reports, blah, 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 for breakthroughs resulting from her work. According to her colleagues, Pope has displayed a keen eye for detail and a quick grasp of paranatural concepts. She is professional and diligent, though some of her co-workers complain of social disinterest. The review committee approves this recommendation and promotes Ms. Pope to the position of research specialist.
I need to fucking know. I'm an upper level executive, damn it.
Having a problem out there? There an altercation brewing out there? Collective unconscious. Collective unconscious is defined as a form of the unconscious that is shared in all human minds. From this arises unconscious knowledge linking us through our ancestral heritage. See Young Report, page 2334. Through this collective unconscious, we unknowingly attribute a series of images and archetypes to all elements of our lives. These archetypes are never fixed, but shift and change in tandem with our species and culture. This internal belief is in the power of images shared by a massive population is redacted in the creation of altered items and objects of power. The sheer amount of redacted exuded is attracted to the best representation of that image, imbuing a single object with massive amounts of redacted. Theoretically, places of power could likewise be formed by the simple power of sustained collective belief. It's a little bit, it reminds me, not to be like fanboy necessarily about Final Fantasy XIV. There is some of this, some of this stuff with belief and its effect on the world in Final Fantasy XIV story.
All right,
Shit.
but still, a security guard leading rangers? I don't know if I like taking orders from a mall cop.
Hey, that's not fair. Arish is doing a good job. Sticky note complaint. To whom it may concern, in case you were not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I will be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or home phone. Sincerely, Jay Bozer, Vice Chief of Staff. Yeah, I can see how it might... Well, I mean, I don't know. It's not on the desks or anything. I think you would have been fine. It's just on the walls and the ceiling and the floors, but it's not like on any object. Yeah, it would have been fine. You could have kept on working here. I'm sure this is some kind of hidden meaning, but I'm not I'm not the
Did
best
you see that hiss
math
they marched
person.
through here? Why the fuck didn't we put a bullet in that thing's head?
I heard it's the director's brother. Would you shoot
You got something to say?
That's no one's brother anymore. He's the enemy, plain and
Jesus, they're just
simple.
talking about this while I'm here. They don't give two shits. Those are the Rangers, right? They do not give.
Marshall orders
Two
us to
shits.
just sit on our asses and then leaves? What's the deal?
She must have her reasons. She's probably out doing some.
Where am I going?
Then she should have taken us with her.
I'm not going the right way.
God damn it.
They said it was. She said it was like up the stairs. But so far, I ain't seeing shit. Let's recheck these rooms real quick in case there's anything else that's new. Seeing anything in here though? Sir? There you go. Sure that's what you wanted. Huh? Okay. That song in particular kind of sounds like a Silent Hill song. Not any particular Silent Hill song, just like a song from Silent Hill. It has like the same vibe. Oh, here we go.
Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, the invert. You are a worm through time. The thunder's hum distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror, inverted is made right. Leave your insides by the door. Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been in there. You want this to be true. We stand around you while you dream. You can almost hear our words, but you forget. Through time, the thunder's hum distorts you. Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red.
Here's my thoughts. Is he... They said that Ground Zero was executive, but like... I feel like Dylan might be involved. I don't think necessarily he was involved, like, you know, like it was his plan or anything like that. Like, I think something happened and they were able, and the hiss was able to kind of like work its way through Dylan because of his connection that he has. I don't know, we'll see. It's just a theory.
Shit. That's Dylan. Can you hear me? Oh, come on, Dylan. I'm here. I found you. Do you know who I am? Oh, you know me. Say it.
You are Dylan Faden's sister.
He's talking in the third person. Always a good sign.
Do you know who you are?
Not Dylan. Trench and Darling made sure of that. I'm P6. P6. But I'm better now. The hiss made me better.
Uh-huh.
Push the fingers through the surface into the wet. You've always been the new you. You want this
Can you
to
stop
be
that?
true.
Please?
Not exactly the reunion I'd hoped for.
It feels good to say those words. I want to say them. They sound good. They make me feel good. Don't you want to say them too?
No. Fuck off, no. You need to help me get this thing out of his head. If he is still in there, if there is anything left, you have to help me.
You! You came in through the hole in you! We let you in! You've always been here! The only true! A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy!
Stop it!
Orange peel!
Shit. Shit. He can see you. This is not safe.
We found Polaris together with my sister when we were very small. in Ordinary. In the desert, through the door opened up by the slide projector. But she didn't help when Trench took me away. She didn't give me any powers. All the powers are my own powers. She didn't help when they locked me up for years. After the song time for applause, we build you till nothing remains. The air cracks and the truth will emerge out of you. You are home. The Bureau brought the slide projector back here with me.
Yeah.
And the Bureau did what the Bureau does. They used it. And they found... They opened the door up to the hiss. That's the only thing I can thank them for.
There. There it is. We stopped the Altered World event in Ordinary when we shut down the slide projector. And now the projector's here.
An earworm is a tune you can't stop humming in a dream. Baby, 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 yeah. Just plastic. So safe. Nothing to worry about. Funny. I welcomed the hiss. I let it in. To get rid of her. The hiss set me free. Polaris is using you. The Bureau is using you. You are a puppet. You can almost hear our words, but you forget.
If we shut off the slide projector, maybe that will stop the hiss.
In your regulations.
Maybe it's not too late for my brother.
You must see the truth for yourself, Jessie. Sister. The horrible truth about the Bureau. The hiss is the better option.
I mean,
Go to the
not like the
Prime
Bureau has
Candidate
been
program in the containment sector. I have the keycard to get you there.
all rainbows and
Salvador
bunnies.
wanted me to have it.
Wanted? Bullshit. I saw what the hiss did to Salvador. What it turned him into. Okay, Dylan. I'll go. I want to see the truth for myself.
Is it a level 6?
I'll go.
Because,
Only to look for the slide projector.
sure could use it.
You can help me. We can end this.
You are a worm through time. You are a worm through time.
I did get a level 6. Can I ask him anything?
I don't know what else I'm hoping to find here. Dylan. Can we talk?
I'd like to tell you about a dream I had last night.
Off to a good start. Okay. I'm listening.
I was back in Ordinary, before all of this happened. But in the dream, I was alone. It was just me. I was the only child. A girl. My name was Jesse Dylan Faden. But then the Bureau came and caught me, brought me back here, locked me up. Have you ever noticed that our names, Jesse, Dylan, they could be girls' names, boys' names, could be anything. Don't you find that weird? I find that weird.
Sure. What the hell was that? Is he trying to mess with me?
You are a worm through
Huh.
time. The thunderstorm distorts you.
Can I talk to him again?
Maybe Dylan's still in there. Maybe
I
there's a way
will
to
exhaust the
reach him.
dialogue.
I'd like to talk to my brother, please. Dylan?
Dylan would like to tell you about a dream he had just now.
This again?
So many dreams.
I was going to be the new director of this place. I helped you get a job here, so that we could be together. You were an office assistant. You'd make coffee and deliver the mail. And there was always plenty of work to do. And it stayed that way. Forever and ever. It was nice. Really nice.
That's debatable.
But here's the strange thing. The dream shifted. And none of it was real anymore. It was a game. We were in a game. And it was a fucking boring game. But you couldn't stop.
He says, looking at Remedy.
And then it shifted again. Or maybe it was another dream already. Or maybe I'm just confusing them. But in this other dream, it was more like a musical. This is an ordinary song about an ordinary girl from an ordinary town. It's the ordinary story. She worked an ordinary job in an ordinary office. Something. And that's all I can remember of that dream.
Maybe that's for the best.
How many times can I talk to him? I mean, I'm gonna keep on doing it.
Happiness comes, white pearls, but yellow and red and...
Maybe I can learn more about the hiss from him. Can we talk?
I just had an interesting dream.
So many dreams.
Shit.
That's fascinating, but let's talk about the hiss for a change, yeah?
This dream was about the hiss.
Best I'm gonna get.
In my dream, the hiss had broken free of this prison, this house. I'd set it free. And the president himself was there to welcome us. He was the first one to take the hiss in. Spread the word. At first, many people thought it was horrifying. That he was horrifying. But also, many people who heard his words wanted to welcome the hiss in. And slowly, more and more of them came around until the whole world was brought together by the hiss. It was wonderful.
Okay, thanks for sharing that.
For the record, that will never happen.
You don't have to keep on. You don't have to keep on floating, by the way. Like, you can just remain not floating if you would like. I don't know why I did this, but you know what? I'm doing it. We need a little break. We need a break from his dreams. Just a little break. Get rid of this. I wonder if I should use this on something else. I'm going to use this on the grip for sure. Instead of this damage boost, for now. It just means that I have, what, 14% more ammo? Seems good to me. Anything I have, like, doubles of? Projectile speed 64%. That might be good, actually. Reload speed would be good too, though. I'll keep it, I think, for number 3. Maybe. Wanted to get rid of some stuff. Because, man, the weapon mods really take up a lot of room, don't they?
To punish myself.
Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
Any new dreams you've had in the past 30 seconds?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place. And there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door. And
Okay.
he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop.
Yes.
In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
I'm not wild about the idea myself.
That was definitely a what little I know about the Remedy multiverse. That was definitely talking about Max Payne, I think.
Here we go again. Once more with feeling.
I'll keep on doing it until it stops. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Yes. You want to tell me
Could
about
be the rest of
your
the
dream?
stream.
Yes. Yes. In
Yes.
fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Are you?
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now. I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay. Dylan.
Okay.
That's good.
That's all I have to say about that.
Is he still in there? Or is this the hiss playing mind games? I don't know.
Alright, looks like we've exhausted it. What was that thing about him and Jesse? And how there is only one of them? Is that going to be the twist? Is one of the is either Dylan or Jesse actually the version of that person from another world who stepped through the slide projector portal? Is that what we're going to find out? Don't tell me again. Me running through, you know, my theories does not mean I'm actually asking the questions, because I mean, obviously I will find out eventually. Well, I can make jukebox tokens. Okay, well, that's fine. Upgrade charge. I need, Jesus Christ, 45,000 buckery dues and untapped potential, which it looks like are kind of look like they're end game materials, sort of. Let's fast travel to research. Probably here. We're gonna go check up on the mold. I might have said I was gonna do something else first, but you know what? This will be first. Listen, it'll all get done. It'll all get done, eventually. By the way, there could be things up here that I could look at with my glowing. Like that. And we went in there. There's nothing in there. All right. Or like in there. Or in here. Ooh. Oh. Well. Did we get this one already? Oh yeah, this is luck and probability, of course. What the okay. It's jump scare McGee. Come on. Jesus. I need to do this. Just get my health back. Jump scare McGee. Alright, so this is just another way to get up here. You know, we have been here before. This is, yeah. That. Alright. That's fine. I'm glad that we, you know, were able to find it. Can't go over there right now, but, you know. I don't think we can we? Stairs over here? No. All right. What I wanted to do was go down here. And get the hello. Quicker than having to go around the thing.
Dan here.
I finished synthesizing the samples.
Yeah? You done? Finally?
Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
So you promise I won't end up walking around covered in mold?
Ugh, the pill will prevent any biological infection by the mold.
Okay.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in
It looks like this might not be
great idea.
the magical pill I want, but you know what? Let's do it. Let's continue.
Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Kinda, yeah.
Taste the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
Go.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
Okay.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other. Of course, Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor. A temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes. Since my departure from the Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That explains a lot.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people are
Indeed.
susceptible. The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I
We've
got
always
that already.
cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming, if you will.
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible.
Okay,
Thanks for the information.
I guess it's Mushroom Kingdom
My
time.
pleasure. I'll get back to more important.
It's mushroom time. No. Yes. Is there a thing down here that we could potentially do that I didn't do because I couldn't do it? No, I don't think so. I think we got everything here. Alright. These mushroom guys shouldn't be nearly as hard. If they're even here. It's fine. Is there even anybody here? I don't see anybody. We've been here before, I'm pretty sure. I haven't been over there, but I don't think there is anything over there. I don't see anything. Go. And I'm not seeing anything over here. Oh, except... Yeah, I don't think,
This must be the pit Underhill was talking about.
Right. I have to go down there. But I think that means that it won't hurt me anymore? Let's go over here. Let's look around a little bit, see if there's anything I was missing, like, for instance... Ooh. Anything else? God, I wouldn't even want to be, like, touching the walls in this place. Like, I would be done. I would be like, oh, I have to go there? Nope, no thanks, I quit. I'm leaving, bye. Good luck with the hiss. Alright, I'm not really seeing anything else going on here, so I guess... we're leaving. Not leaving, but you know what I mean. We're going... What's up there, actually? balloon procedures. Ooh, it's the balloon! Item must be kept away from animals. The cell must be regularly cleaned of a black substance the item produces. Of the black substance the item produces. All cleaning tools must be redacted along with the black substance itself. Item is a novelty balloon made of silver mylar. On its face is a colorful message to get well, surrounded by cartoon hearts. A ribbon is attached to the balloon. Item has not stopped floating after a considerable amount of time in the bureau, which suggests that it does not hover through the use of helium. The item produces a dark-colored sticky substance, which drips down its ribbon. Is that mold? Is that like the origin of the mold? Not the origin, but like, is that how it got here, you know? Anything else going on around here? I don't see anything else going on around here. Are there people here? Can I go this way? I've already gone this way. I've already gone this way. I've been in here. Alright. There we go. It definitely was waiting for me to have Floaty McGee before doing this. God. These guys are even higher level. Look at that. Oh, would you look at that?
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.25. Underhill sent us down this weird-ass threshold looking for whatever's making all these vegetables sprout. I will say this, it smells delicious.
Yeah, got it. Can I... Right. Balloon supplement. The item was used in the children's ward of the local hospital in Redacted. Witnesses do not recall where the balloon came from. Therapy dogs, part of a program called Redacted, meant to comfort the sick children, were noticeably attracted to the item. They reportedly jumped at the item, licking it when they could. The children claimed the dogs began walking through the halls of the hospital at night, howling a low pitch. One child described the sound as singing. A few days later, the dogs were all discovered dead, a dark substance leaking from their Redacted. The hospital staff called the local authorities, who called the CDC. Bureau agents intercepted the call and arrived at the scene within Redacted hours. The item was taken for evaluation, along with the remains of the dogs. Ugh. So I am, in fact, assuming that the balloon was part of the cause of this. Not necessarily origin of, like, where it's actually from, ultimately, but...
God. The further I go, the worse it smells.
I have a feeling there would be someone behind me, so... Jesus, these guys take so many bullets. I feel like I might be... This is like the last time I was here, in that it's, this might be a little bit above my pay grade. But I think that I can do it, as long as I don't get hit too much. Like, they're not... It's not that bad, and I have so many options now for protecting myself. Control point over there. There you go. Go over there. Get him. Get him. Get him. Just kind of standing there. Alright, well. Get this first. Oh my god. I don't want to look over there.
Ramsey, Ranger Captain, note 7.28. Wait, 6, 7, whatever. Still in the threshold. Ollie's straight up eating vegetables now, because, well, why not? Mom said, eat your vegetables. Eat too many and your skin will turn green. Green like Ollie's. Hey, Ollie, what'd you find now?
Uh-huh. Is this maybe where I need to go? What I thought were people are not actually people. They are these friggin' mannequins. That are still creepy, but less horrifying, perhaps, than just being people. I think down is where I want to go, so let's go this way instead. Do I not have like a flashlight or something? That'd be real good. I have too many mods again. Okay. What do we got? What do we got here? This can go. This can go. This can go. This can go. Anything else? Don't think so.